Hello everyone, we're back.
Hey.
We're out of hibernation after what's been a brutal winter. If you check out that Lake Arrowhead video I put, you will know why. Where are we now in the world, you might ask? Well, we're probably in the greenest place in the world, and it's actually scientifically the area with the most biomass concentrated in any one given area in the world. Can you guess where that is? You might think, oh, maybe a New York City subway car, or maybe the rainforest of the Amazon. Well, think again. It's actually here in the Olympic National Park in the northwest corner of Washington State. We're gonna do some hiking, you know, take some strolls along the forest and show you some interesting green scenery. So yes, so Olympic National Park is actually home to the single greatest concentration of biomass in the world, which is just insane to believe. What is all the biomass? Trees. Trees upon trees upon trees. And this fuzzy green stuff, which I think is lichen or moss, lining the trees, as well as innumerable different types of green plants. Here on little creeks like these, you have salmon. They come here to spawn, lay their eggs in little nooks left behind by fallen trees. So they would swim upriver, lay their eggs. So the national parks like these are also natural habitats to protect salmon and trout and other fish population levels. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, Olympic National Park in Washington State is the peninsula of Olympia, is the site of the biggest concentration of biomass in the world, which is just insane to believe. You have essentially just huge mountains, with the tallest one being Mount Olympus or Mount Olympic, I think. All covered in just trees. Every single square inch of this vast region is just covered in some type of vegetation. So that's what makes this area very, very interesting and fascinating. You have just so much life. Probably the greatest concentration of life on the planet is all here. And you know, this region was preserved with the induction into the National Park Service, and it's kept this area preserved and basically in a pristine state for close to 100 years now. And it really shows with just the air quality and just the great feeling you have basically just kind of hiking around these trails. this is Marymeer Falls. Looks like there's a tree trunk on the verge of tipping over. That was the Marymeer Falls Loop Trail. Other than hiking through the woods in Olympic National Park, you can also enjoy some beautiful lakes. You can bring a paddleboard or a small boat and relax by the water. The water is nice and fresh, clean and clear. Just about every surface is covered in this stuff. Very lush and green. You'll find shades of green you never even knew existed out here in the Pacific Northwest. Some of these trees can grow to be 600 years old, if not more. And a lot of times the roots of all the trees all graft together on the ground, or all merge together on the ground and share water and nutrients with each other, and essentially all become just one big super tree. Insane. So what might seem like a couple trees apart or a cluster of trees, they're actually all connected on the ground. The roots are connected on the ground, and they all help each other survive. And they're all very intelligent, so if there's a dead tree that doesn't need as many nutrients anymore, then the nutrients and water on the ground are diverted maybe into another younger tree. Yep, absolutely enchanting place. And that was a bit of the northeastern edge of Olympic National Park. We just got back to our car after hiking through that beautiful forest. I would say these forests here in the Pacific Northwest are probably my favorite forests in the whole country, because they're just so lush. Like, you know, imagine the shades of green maybe that you see on the east coast of the US. Here it's just like throw in a few hundred more shades of green and tons of vegetation
and fuzziness.
And fuzziness, yes, lots of fuzziness. Everything is just coated in life, and you feel sort of those essences, I guess you can say, without sounding too much like without trying to sound too much like a druid or something. But it's just it's just a very, very unique biome you get here. The moisture from the Pacific Ocean kind of cakes the western side of Olympic National Park a lot more than the eastern side, which results in just massive rainforests and jungles and even more dense vegetation than what you see on the on this side. Unfortunately, it's still not quite summer here. There's still snow in some places, and the campgrounds aren't open here yet. It's we're in early May here, and the campgrounds here open in like 2 more weeks, and unfortunately we'll have to move on. Otherwise, I would have loved to spend more time exploring this peninsula, because it's just massive. This is just one tiny little corner of one tiny little, relatively, lake in this whole region. We just saw Crescent Lake, and there's dozens, if not more, lakes scattered around, which are absolutely beautiful to check out. So yeah, anything you want to add?
No, it's great here. Yeah, really fresh air and beautiful, just beautiful things to see. So
Yeah.